When it comes to blood types, most of us are familiar with the AB and O blood types. This is the ABO classification system based on the presence or absence of A and B antigens on the surface of red blood cells. People with blood type A have the A antigen, people with blood type B have the B antigen, people with blood type AB have both antigens, and people with blood type O have neither antigen. But that's not all. Another important classification system is the Rh system, short for rhesus. In this system, the main factor is the presence of the D antigen. If the red blood cell has the D antigen, then the person is Rh positive, Rh plus. Otherwise, if it doesn't, then the person is Rh negative, R-cur. The combination of the ABO and Rh systems creates blood types such as A plus A, B plus B, AB plus AB, O plus O. Of these, O plus is the most common group in the world. The Rh system is especially important in blood transfusions and pregnancy. If an Rh person receives blood from an Rh plus person, their body may produce antibodies against the D antigen, leading to a dangerous immune reaction. Similarly, during pregnancy, if an Rh mother carries an Rh plus baby, the mother's immune system may attack the fetus's red blood cells. Although Rh is often considered rarer than Rh+, in fact, about 15% of the world's population, hundreds of millions of people, are Rhe. So, although it is somewhat more special, Rhe is not the rarest blood type, nor is it the most dangerous. So, what is the most dangerous blood type in the world? The answer may surprise you. In the medical world, there is a blood type that is called golden blood, not because of its color, but because of its rarity and the value of life it brings. That blood type is Rh null, also known as R null. This is the rarest blood type ever recorded in human history. Only 43 people in the world are confirmed to have this blood type, and less than 10 people can safely donate blood to others of the same type. What makes Rh null so special is that it has absolutely no Rh antigens on the surface of its red blood cells, including the DCCEEE antigens and more than 45 other antigens in this system, while more than 99.99% of the world's population has at least one of these antigens. People with Rh null blood are completely empty. Their red blood cells do not carry any identifying signs of the Rh system. Because of this characteristic, Rh null is considered foundational blood. It can be transfused to anyone with a rare blood type related to the Rh system without causing an immune reaction. However, on the other hand, people with Rh null can only receive blood from people with the same Rh null group. That puts them in an extremely dangerous situation if they need a blood transfusion, because there is almost no alternative blood source. Not only is it rare, Rh null blood is also extremely difficult to detect. Many cases are only diagnosed after the patient has serious complications or has to do in-depth blood tests, partly because conventional tests cannot detect the completely empty level of antigen on red blood cells. In fact, people with this blood type often have to store their own blood periodically, like a personal blood bank in case of emergency. R null is not just a strange biological phenomenon, it is one of the important keys to helping scientists understand the function of Rh antigens, as well as their influence on the immune system and human health. A drop of golden blood, literally, can save the lives of even the rarest and most dangerous cases in modern medicine. What makes Rh null blood special and dangerous is not only its rarity, but also its unique immunological nature. In blood transfusion, a vital principle is the compatibility between the donor's antigens and the recipient's antibodies. For people with Rh null blood, this problem becomes extremely complicated because they do not have any Rh antigens on their red blood cells but can develop antibodies against any antigen if transfused. For example, even when transfused with blood from an Rh negative person, which is considered low antigen, a person with Rh null can still have a severe immune reaction. The reason is that Rh-negative blood can still contain antigens such as C, E, etc. These antigens, although small, are enough to activate the immune system of a Rh-null person and lead to red blood cell agglutination, causing blood vessel blockage, organ failure, and even death. Not only in blood transfusions, the risk is also present in surgeries, trauma, or serious accidents, when the patient loses blood and needs a blood transfusion urgently. In such cases, compatible blood sources are almost non-existent, and the waiting time to find a suitable donor can put the patient's life in a life-threatening situation. Another dangerous aspect is that Rh-null can affect pregnancy. If a mother with Rh-null carries a child with any Rh antigen inherited from the father, the mother's body can produce antibodies that attack the fetus, leading to fetal hemolysis, which is very dangerous if not intervened early. Therefore, people with Rh-null blood type must not only avoid the risk of blood loss as much as possible, but also need special medical monitoring. Many of them choose to donate blood regularly and store it in a personal blood bank as a survival option in emergency situations. Although people with Rh-null blood type can live normal lives with proper medical care in reality, they often face many specific health problems stemming from the complete absence of Rh antigens on the surface of red blood cells. This not only affects the ability to receive blood transfusions, but also directly weakens the structure of red blood cells, leading to a series of physiological disorders. First, red blood cells of Rh-null people are often less stable. Lacking antigen proteins, the cell membrane becomes thin, easily deformed, and easily broken when circulating through small capillaries. This causes red blood cells to be rapidly destroyed in the body, leading to a condition called chronic hemolytic anemia. That is, the body is constantly anemic due to the blood cells themselves being broken down. The direct consequences of hemolytic anemia are prolonged fatigue, dizziness, pale skin, shortness of breath, and exhaustion, even with light exercise. In addition, jaundice yellow eyes is also a common sign due to increased levels of bilirubin in the blood, a breakdown product of red blood cells. More worryingly, in some cases, especially in newborns with Rh-null blood type, severe anemia can appear early, leading to complications in physical and neurological development if not treated promptly. Adults are not immune either. Many patients discover this blood type when they go to the doctor because of prolonged anemia symptoms without a clear cause. In addition, another serious risk is the possibility of facing a situation of blood loss. For example, after an accident or surgery, without being able to access a suitable blood source in a short time. This makes people with Rh-null blood type always have to live with a high level of caution, limit activities with a risk of injury, and maintain regular contact with specialized hematology centers. For these reasons, doctors often recommend that people with Rh-null blood type donate blood regularly and store it for use when needed. In addition, they also need to inform their relatives and medical facilities about this special blood type in their health records, as a survival measure in case of an emergency. Given its extreme rarity, fewer than 50 people have been reported worldwide. Finding out that they have Rh-null blood is not usually a coincidence. In fact, most people only find out when they undergo extensive blood testing, often in unusual situations such as prolonged anemia, unexplained immune reactions, or when a blood transfusion is needed, but a compatible blood type cannot be found. In some cases, Rh-null is discovered in infancy when the patient presents with chronic anemia, persistent jaundice, or unusual fatigue. However, because it is uncommon, many people with Rh-null grow up without knowing they are different until a precise blood test reveals it. From that point on, their lives are forced to change completely. A person with Rh-null cannot live like everyone else. They often have to limit strenuous physical activities, such as extreme sports, mountain climbing, or traveling to remote areas, because the risk of blood loss without a suitable replacement blood source is extremely high. Many of them always carry a special blood group card, detailed medical records and contact information for a blood bank or specialized hospital in case of emergency. In addition, regular voluntary blood donation has become part of their lifestyle. Unlike normal people who donate blood for the community, Rh-null people donate for their own use later. Some countries, such as France, Japan, and Switzerland, have special blood bank systems to support people with extremely rare blood types, such as Rh-null for long-term storage and monitoring. Psychologically, living with a unique blood type is both stressful and motivating. Many people share that they feel fragile because they know that even a small accident can put them in danger, but at the same time, they feel proud that their blood type can save lives in special cases that no one else can help. Therefore, many Rh-null people actively participate in the scientific community, medical organizations, and international blood donors to stay connected with people with the same blood type around the world. Although their numbers are small, they are living proof of the genetic diversity and the amazing adaptability of the human body. For normal people, blood transfusion in an emergency is a common quick medical procedure, and there is little need to worry about blood supply. But for people with Rh-null blood type, things are completely different. They cannot receive blood from anyone except people with the same Rh-null blood type, while the number of people with this blood type worldwide is currently recorded as less than 50 people. That means that in an emergency situation, there is almost no alternative blood source. Therefore, the only solution to protect the lives of these people is to donate blood regularly and store their own blood in specialized blood banks. This is not only a preventive measure, but also a survival strategy in case of an accident, surgery, or any situation that requires an emergency blood transfusion. In some developed countries, hospitals and blood centers have procedures to help Rh-null people store blood under special conditions, ensuring safe use even after many months. Normally, people with Rh-null blood type will donate blood about twice a year depending on their physical condition and medical regulations in each place. After donating blood, it will be thoroughly tested, individually numbered, and stored separately. Some cases are also registered on the international list of the Rare Blood Donor Program, so that when someone else needs it, and they themselves need it, they can support each other in a timely manner, no matter where they are in the world. However, not everyone is eligible to donate blood regularly. People with underlying diseases, mild anemia, or weak health may not be allowed to donate. Therefore, people with Rh-null blood type must take special care of their health, ensuring that they meet the standards each time they donate to create a backup blood source for themselves. This is a part of personal responsibility that cannot be overlooked, because each drop of their blood may be the only thing that helps them survive in a dangerous situation. Donating and storing blood is a testament to the disciplined medical knowledge and high sense of responsibility for survival of people with the rarest blood type on the planet. Although it is not easy, this is the way they keep for themselves a quiet but invaluable survival ticket in modern life. What do you think about this golden blood type? Do you know anyone with this special blood type? Leave a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Cosmic Y, and turn on the bell so you don't miss out on any more exciting discoveries.